Hey guys, J19 brought you another video, and today we're going to be discussing a few things. What my game plans are with Resident Evil Requiem. A lot of the stuff just been released. It's all over the place, like Maximum Dude has played it, IGN, AZ Allies, you guys know it. Capcom's posting stuff, I think. And then we got PlayStation with a blog. It's a lot going on, so I'm going to discuss my plans with marketing for the rest of the way. And I also want to talk about Final Fantasy 7. There's a lot going on with the Switch 2 version. What my plans are with that, as far as like how hype I am for what the sales numbers could be and whatnot. We're going to talk a lot about Part 3 as well. So this is going to be a pretty juicy podcast, I would say. It's been a while since I pulled one of these off. I figured, why not? Let's bring this back. Sorry if my mic sounds terrible. It's a piece of garbage. I need to buy a new one, but I just don't know what brand to get. Which ones actually are out there that are actually good. There's so many brands. I'm not sure which one it is. I just don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it because I'm not making money off this. This is just me personally just chit-chatting about games, and especially if I want to bring back the podcast like today, I definitely need to upgrade my audio. My audio, my camera's fine for now. I'm not sure. There's probably some better cameras out there, but you guys haven't really been complaining about the cameras. It's mostly my freaking audio. Hopefully this is actually working when I upload. I'm going to test this out, look at it. I might have to redo this podcast again. But enough of me hammering things. Just me doing my housekeeping duties. I'll be doing that a lot in a lot of these J19 gaming podcasts. So this is one of the first ones I'm actually going to sit down and actually break down some stuff. I know I've done podcasts in the past, but I want to do something a little different. I want to do a little housekeeping in the beginning, tell you what my game plans are, what I've been doing, why I'm not making videos, whatnot. You guys get all the gist in the beginning. I'll leave all my outro stuff at the very end, so don't worry about me chit-chatting about, oh, don't forget to do all this. You guys know by now I don't need to spew that anymore, but I do have some goals for this channel. I do want to try to hit 1,000 subscribers. If you guys are watching this, if you guys want me to grow as a content creator, I appreciate you guys. Just throw me some likes, subscribe, even comment. What can I do better to make my videos so much more appeasing? Because I'm noticing a lot of people will click on my video, but 20 seconds in, they're like, nope, not watching it. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. If it's restricted, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just a boring content creator, but any feedback helps me grow as a content creator, and I love to see what I can do to make things a lot better for you guys. But yeah, let's go start with a big elephant in the room. I made a poll in my Discord server. I was going to do a poll on Twitter, but with Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that, if we start talking about stuff, start posting about stuff, start liking things, the algorithm's like, ooh, you want this, you want that. It's come to my attention. I saw the IGN thumbnail, and it showed off a thing I didn't really want to see yet. I think the showcase was good enough for me. I am hearing some things that they're showing off. It's still, there's a lot of people saying it's still the early going, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't want to look at stuff. I thought about making a juicy video, me checking out everything. I'm sure it'll be a ball. You guys will have fun with that. I get hyped for it maybe. But it's come to my attention now that they're showing off quite a bit. There's a 21-minute video by AZ Allies. I haven't looked at Maximum Dude's how long his video is. But I'm getting to the point now, I'm hyped for the game. I've seen enough of the Leon and Grace's gameplay. That's I don't need to see anymore. I thought about watching another trailer, which that's still in there. These trailers don't show a lot, right? Unless it's the final trailer, the launch trailer. That's a no-no for me. You guys know how I feel about Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3. That is going to be review trailer, gameplay trailer, release date trailers with pre-orders, and I'm done. I'm done looking at anything beyond that. I'm a big Final Fantasy 7 fan. You guys know how I am, want to cover it on my channel a ton. But it's getting to the point now, I don't need to be spoiled. I know what happens in FF7. But again, back to Resident Evil 9. I am so hyped for this game. I got a pre-order for the PS5 Pro. I would stream it for you guys, but my capture card is like wonky. I haven't figured out what's going on. It has like a blinking green screen. I don't want to do anything like I thought it to. I haven't worked with it lately, so that's out of the question. As far as me streaming, as far as me doing anything of that nature, until I get a better microphone and stuff like that, I don't think I'll be streaming quite yet. You guys don't want to see a terrible, voice quality and me cutting in and out a lot. It's probably cutting out a lot. I had a video I did. I was really passionate about FF7. 2 minutes in, audio quit. This mic is a piece of garbage, and it has to go. I just need some help with some recommendation. I don't have a whole lot of money to spend, but I am interested. What's out there? What's a good start? This microphone did all right for a while, but it's not the greatest. I just wish I did better research back then. This thing is not that great. Enough talking about the mic. Resident Evil 9. They're showing a lot. They're showing too much for me. I thought about doing it. I was not prepared for the final previews to be dropped today. Nobody told me it was going to happen. I wasn't prepared for it. I even did a poll on Discord, and most of them, not most, I'm going to say some people that are active in that server, I wish it would grow more. They saying avoid it. Avoid it. Don't make content. I would love to as a content creator, but I don't really want to be spoiled. I want to go in the game, enjoy it, and have some fun. I don't need to see everything, right? I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think that we are better off playing games without knowing everything and experiencing it for ourselves. I'm hearing some stuff about Resident Evil 9 Requiem I don't want to say on this podcast. I don't even want to make a video about it. I'm trying to ignore it. I'm trying to just avoid it. I'm trying to erase it from my memory. That way when I go in, I'm shocked. I'm surprised because, yeah, it's a lot going on with Resident Evil 9. I'm really super hyped. I would love to know what you guys are, how hyped you guys are in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation about it. That's just, how are you guys going to buy it? You guys going to pre-order? Are you guys going to get it day one? I'm super excited for it. Like, seeing Leon and his gameplay in that showcase, and even just a little teaser in that third trailer, I'm like, whoa, this looks sick, you know? But I think it's come to my attention. It's time for me to just drop it. You know, just not drop the game, just drop looking at stuff. It's getting to that point. I'm sure I would enjoy the previews if I just listened to him speak, not look at the video itself, but what's the fun in that? Like, if I'm gonna do that, I might just watch the video. But a lot of you guys told me just avoid it. Like, don't look at it. Like, just go in blind. And that's what I want to do. I want to start going blind in games. Because seeing everything, like I did with Remake and Rebirth, big mistake. You know, I want to be surprised with stuff. That, like I said in my other videos, like the state of play for Rebirth, I wish I avoided that. It showed way too much. But I was so hyped, I was like, what? Wait, what? It's like, yeah, it's just, it's nuts. So I am just sitting here being like, do I want to make content on Resident Evil 9? Hey, be nice. It'd grow my content, my community, and my channel, but that of the expense of me being spoiled and be like, oh, I know what happened here. Oh yeah, I've seen this before already. Yeah, cool, you know? Or I go in the game and be like, what? What the hell just happened, you know? Like, I didn't expect this. Yeah, I want that reaction, right? I want to go in there and go be like, whoa, holy crap. So anyways, enough Resident Evil. Definitely gonna play it. I might make a impressions video. When I play it, I might just like play like a few hours of it and come up and make a video about it if you guys are interested in that. I'll do like impressions. I'm not gonna show any footage because I can't really record it and send it to Twitter, thanks to PlayStation. But what I can do is have like maybe some gameplay footage of like of the trailers or something like that, because by the time I get that far in the game, I already know what's going to happen, so I can show off that and have that play in the background while I'm talking about my impressions. If you guys want that, love to do something like that. Maybe do like a review, like how I felt about the game and stuff like that. I still want to do stuff like that. But as far as me looking at everything, no. Same thing FF7. Speaking of FF7, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Intergrade is starting to be a smashing hit again. The hype for it coming out for the Switch 2 and Xbox, especially Switch 2, it's been dominating, right? I haven't heard many people be super hyped for the Xbox release. I mean, some people are, but I checked the sales, like the sales charts. It's 40 on the Xbox store. I mean, I'm not here to start any console wars as stupid as playing dumb, but if Xbox players demand games to be put under the console, buy the game, play it. I know a lot of you guys say, well, I want it on Game Pass, so I don't have to pay. Guys, look, Square is trying to make money. They're not just going to take a handout from Phil Spencer for one measly check. They want this game to sell. They want to make money off this because it shows that, hey, people do care about JRPGs. People care about our projects. Because, like it or not, Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy, it's going to be done. All 3 games, all big AAA budget games, are going to be done in like 7-8 years' time. When's the last time you had a PlayStation game do that? A PlayStation studio do that? When's the last time Xbox studios do that? Or a Nintendo studio? When's the last time anybody's released 3 major content-filled games, 3 of them in the last 7-8 years? The average development time for a AAA game now is between 4 at the earliest to about 8 to 10 years. We have yet to see Naughty Dog release a game for the PS5 other than the remake of Part 1 of The Last of Us and the remaster of The Last of Us Part 2. Love those games. You know, I upgraded. I got the remake. I never bought The Last of Us before. I own a copy. I own the Firefly edition. People say, oh, you just, like, you know, they get mad because I buy Naughty Dog stuff. It's like, first time I bought The Last of Us. It's not my fault. You guys bought The Last of Us on PS3 and went around and handed another $50 for the remaster on the PlayStation 4. I didn't do that. My PS4 came with a remaster version. I didn't play it. I played very little of it, like way later, like not first. Then I played The Last of Us Part 2. So I kind of do the story, like it's been talked about for years. Played that, enjoyed it. I don't care what people say. They hate the game, so what? But anyways, back to FF7 and Square Enix. Square Enix, like Hamaguchi is, that's what I was trying to say, like Hamaguchi and his team are legends. The way they're able to like just sit down, have a conversation, and be like, hey, what are we doing? Oh, we gotta do this, and this. Got it, boss. My team will handle that just right away. And they are having like so smooth of operation with like Remake after they took it in-house in like 2017 and it got released in 2020. Dude, they scrapped the whole game out 2.5 years. Remake. We got integrated like a little over a year later. DLC, PS5 upgrade, released the PC right after that. Rebirth comes out in 2024. It got released, it got revealed in 2022. Came out, that was in July, by the way. It came out 2024 on February 29th. That's what? That's 4 years after Remake came out. Or 3 years after the PS5 version of Remake Integrate came out. That's exciting. Now, Remake is out on the Switch 2 and it's number 1 on a lot of retailer charts. It's like number 2 bestseller on Amazon right now for US. I'm not sure how it is around the world, but I think even UK stores, some of the UK retailers are sold out. And Hamaguchi even said earlier, he's like, we're gonna make reprints, but don't expect the Magic the Gathering set to be there. They're not gonna have any more of those. Like, so if you see it, buy it because it won't be there for very long. They are still gonna make more copies They got to. This game's selling out way too much, way too fast. But I know some people said I was lucky to get the last copy at my retailer. Like, it's crazy. Even some GameStops are down to like 1 or no copies left. It's like some people said we didn't even get a copy because they ran out. It's selling out so fast. Like, it's #1 on the eShop right now. Like, digitally. Like, people are buying this thing digitally on the Switch 2. Switch 2 is, it's gaining a lot of ground. Like, whether you hate it or love it or whatever, Switch 2 is here to stay. It's already sold like 10 plus million copies or units already. And guess what? I'm buying them. I'm buying a Switch 2 for me to play remaking it. For Donkey Kong. And for Bubsy 4D. That looks great. Can't wait to play those 3 games. Hype's there. Final Fantasy VII Remake is back. Like, Nintendo fans are showing out. I just wish I could say the same thing about Xbox fans. Like, I don't want to keep saying it again, but it's like you guys keep demanding games, and then when they finally release them, you guys don't buy them. So it's like, that's why sales number is bad. That's why Xbox is like, look, we gotta start putting our games on everywhere. It's like, Xbox doesn't sell anymore. It's like, they got a new console coming. But speaking of that, like, Sony and, I don't know about Xbox or Microsoft, but Sony came out and actually stated in the investors that, yeah, don't expect the PS6 anytime soon. We're gonna have to delay this thing because the RAM shortages and the AI, like, being too costly, like, it's getting nuts out there. Getting nuts. And if you want a PlayStation 5 Pro, I'm hearing from people that the PlayStation 5 Pro is like nowhere to be found because people have scooped them up, buying them, because why? That's gonna be their Grand Theft Auto 6 or GTA 6 console. Like, they're buying the PlayStation 5 Pro. And I'm glad I got one because you can't find them anymore. I go to my retail stores, I don't see them. PlayStation 5 Pro don't exist. And if you do find one, they're more expensive now, and the price is gonna keep going up. Like, it's such a rare console now. I'm so glad I got one. You know, thank you. Thanks to Sephiroth for keeping my box safe. You guys see him in the corner. But yeah, it's crazy times we're in. Crazy times. Final Fantasy, that's like, getting back to Final Fantasy 7. I know I keep jumping around, but it's all about Final Fantasy 7 for now because the Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3, I was like, seeing what Hamaguchi has to say, like, even just subtle teases, and like, they already got like a subtitle figured out for the game, like, it's down to like 2, and it's like, as soon as he came back from the convention, Nomura's like, oh, by the way, I figured out what the title's gonna be. Told Hamaguchi, they rolled with it. They're ready to go. Now, Hamaguchi's even said, hey, we're, the game development is a lot smooth, as we're a lot further along than most people think. And they're in the polishing phase. Like, the game is technically playable right now from start to finish. And Cody Christian has been busy with his voice acting stuff. Like, somebody talked to, at a convention, somebody talked to Matt Mercer. He's like, yeah, I already started recording my lines for Part 3, for Vincent Valentine. Like, it's crazy. They've been doing all that since last year. And Cody Christian is doing some more work today. Not today, but past couple weeks. We'll see him posting on Instagram. Sorry. IGN got me all screwed up with Resident Evil 9 leaks. Not really leaks, but they can choose a different thumbnail. I'm just not going to focus on that right now. Yeah, it's just crazy how, like, Part 3 is so far along that 2027 just doesn't feel far off for it. Like, doesn't feel like, you guys are just wishing, hopeful thinking, right? Copium, right? But I think that 2027 makes sense. And according to, like, Nate the Hate and, like, Insider Gamer, Inside Gamer, all the insiders, like those two top ones, they're stating that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 or Rebirth is still scheduled this year for Switch 2. And lo and behold, like, Hamaguchi had an interview, and he stated that, yeah, we're you know, it's playable on the Switch 2 right now with our expert, you know, optimization team. They are making sure the frame rates are stable, right? The stabilizing frame rate and the frame rate to their liking. And he's excited. He's excited about how it's going to turn out. So, yeah, part 1 just came out. It's selling out everywhere. It's people are just like high praising this thing like no tomorrow. Like people are just like saying this is like one of the greatest games I ever played on. And they're Nintendo users. They waited this long to play it. It's crazy that. And I'm happy for Square Enix, you know, because you guys deserve it. You guys bust your ass for these titles. And I would just wish more and more people would actually play it. Imagine if Xbox players actually gave this thing a chance. Millions of Xbox players buying this thing. Imagine if we had more and more PlayStation players buy this thing. Even PC gamers. But PC gamers have been buying it. I'll just see the sales numbers this week. Because I guarantee you this. It's going to be better than we think. Because I don't think Square was going to make just a very limited number of these copies. They had to make millions of copies of these. Because there's no way you're going to say, well, I'll just launch like 600,000 and I'll just hope for the best. No. They made millions. Like, just because, you know, I got a couple of retail stores about, you know, just down the road from me. Not down the block. I wish, but not walking distance. But it's crazy how gaming, when game developers actually start being like, hey, you know what? I'm done with time exclusive. I'm done with like doing things the old way. It's time to make changes. And Square's seeing it with the launch of the Switch 2 version of Final Fantasy 7 Remake Integrate. Like, doing numbers, guys. It's high praise. It got like an 88, which is still extremely high for Nintendo. For the Switch 2, like it's one of the highest rated ones. Not one of, but it's up there. It's like what, top 10 or so. It was like a 90 for a short minute there. It was like a 90. It's sat at 90 for a while, and that's great. That's awesome. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys, because we're getting close to having all 3 games out for everybody, not just PC, PlayStation. That's one thing I'm curious about. Is Part 3 still under contract with Sony, with PlayStation 5? Being so open with these versions and stuff, it'd be like, yeah, I don't know. The only thing I'm not talking about is Part 3. Like, I know they said to work on different parts for that, like to work on different versions alongside with the PlayStation 5, so are they going to release it? Are they going to release a day and date with PlayStation, PC, Nintendo, Xbox? If they can, if that contract is done with Sony, maybe Sony just want like the first 2 games. It'd be like, how, you know, maybe there's a clause in there. Say, hey, if the sales numbers of blah 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 does not meet your expectations, this contract's null and void. There are clauses in contracts to get out of stuff. There's stipulations, conditions, right? That's gotta be met. If the conditions are met, then we got to keep this thing going. But if the conditions are not met, it's not like Square just gonna go and handcuff and be like, just handcuff us. We are your slaves. That's not how that works. I'm not trying to say slaves, but you guys know what I mean. Like, they're just lock and key with the time exclusive contract. Like, everybody's gotta be happy on both sides. I shouldn't really say that, but you guys know what I mean. It's just they're not gonna be binded on the contract. They'll say, oh, sales are bad, but we're still stuck with Sony for a time being. No, Square's already came out publicly and said, hey, look, we're not doing time deals anymore. We're done. So here we go. Remake's doing well. Rebirth's coming on Switch 2 soon. Part 3 is already in final developments and polishing state right now. And guess what this week is, guys? The 29th anniversary of FF7. So, anyways. Sorry for using that word. I shouldn't use that word about describing the contract deal, but Square knows what they expect. Like, they're gonna say, hey, yeah, the contract's there, but we're gonna sign this if this happens. if that happens. We're not going to be contractually blind to Sony because they're talking openly about the different ports. It just tells me that the time exclusive deal is done. If not, it's going to be like hey, it's going to release on PlayStation 5 for like a month or two. It's like we'll get the Xbox, the PC, and the Switch 2 versions like a month or two after, or maybe 3 months after. It's gonna be very short-lived. Like that's how I feel about it. It's gonna be short-lived. It's not gonna be anything about like. It's not gonna be like a lot of us think. I think there's a way out of those contracts with the different clauses and stuff. And Square's been openly about we gotta go multi-platform. That's our new business model. And finally, right? Because Capcom's been doing that for years. And with the higher quality games they're making and stuff for that, Capcom's on fire. And Square probably saw that and go, man, I wish we can be like that. I wish we can make better high quality games and get our biggest IPs out there to sell money, because Capcom's been doing it the last 9 years. It looks like Resident Evil 9 is going to be the same thing. It's going to be a big hitter again. They got Pragmata, which is getting a lot of praise from people. And then Onimusha, Onimusha is still a big name. It's going to sell. Might not sell as big as Monster Hunter or Resident Evil, but it's going to be up there. It's going to be up there. So, yeah, a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest today and give you guys my game plan, what's going to happen with my streaming and stuff for that. I just wish that I had better mic and stuff for that, better setup, and it's just like, I got what I got, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, this podcast. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about in my next J19 gaming podcast, feel free to comment down below. Comment down below what you guys think of the Final Fantasy 7 praise is getting. Is Final Fantasy 7 back? Are we getting millions and millions of people interested in Final Fantasy 7 over again? This is hype. It's got me want to get a Switch 2. I'm working on it. So, it's like, you guys have a Switch 2? You guys plan on buying Final Fantasy 7 Remake part 1. Integrate. If you guys bought it, if you guys played it, what's your first impressions of it? Love to hear what you guys have to say. Are you guys excited for Rebirth coming to Switch 2? When do you guys think we'll see that? Me? I think we'll see that over the summer or early fall. I think it's coming. Then we are getting a review of Part 3 this year. It could be as soon as next month or this week. I don't think it's gonna happen this week. Good. Square could do an event. They could do an event of celebrating the 29th anniversary of FF7. We could get that. We could. But anyways, enough of me yapping. I know this microphone's been cutting in and out. I'm not going to redo this podcast now. It's almost 28 minutes long for me to keep talking like this over and over about the same subject. But anyways, that's enough for me. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Let me know in the comments below what I can do to make things better. If there's any suggestions for a different mic I can use that a lot of people have been using that's kind of affordable, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the FF7 stuff. When do you think we're going to see Rebirth on Switch 2? On Xbox, when do you think we're going to get a review of Part 3? What's the title going to be called? I think it's going to be Reclaim. That sounds a lot better than Returns or Requiem or whatever. I think Reclaim makes the most sense. I think that the Resident Evil 9 stuff is really hype. I'm not going to look at anything. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Resident Evil 9 too. You guys look at stuff. Don't spoil anything in the comment section. I will not even read those. But let me know how hyped you are for Resident Evil 9. Let me know what you guys think of everything we talked about today. About the PlayStation 6 being delayed. About everything else. I love to see what you guys have to say. And with that said, I'm going to get off here and get something to eat for lunch. It's already about noon. I'm getting a little hungry. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Everything. I'll have links in the description below. My Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. You guys know what to do. If I can just deal with this mic, maybe I'll stream down the road, but don't expect it. I definitely need a new mic. I definitely need to get something because this thing's a piece of crap. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on, my fellow J gamers. That's what I'm gonna start calling you guys, J gamers from now on. Just JGAMERS, J Gamers, and hope you guys like that name. I think it's catchy. I've been saying in my Discord server. Everybody's been liking it so far. So yeah, you're my fellow J Gamer. So with that said, be safe out there. Be nice to each other. Stay warm if you're in the United States. It's super cold here. If you're anywhere else, if it's hot, stay cool. And most of all, take care of yourselves. Don't neglect yourselves. Don't be negative about each other. Help one another. Love one another. Forgive one another. Because there's too much hate going around right now in the world. We need a lot more positivity, love, forgiveness, mercy, all that good stuff. So with that said, hope you guys take it easy. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.